I'm not a poet, I'm poetry. Watch as I entangle my identity in these metaphors, speak to you in similes. Mirror reflecting these testimonies through the reflection of your eyes. I can be blues or victories on your lines. You decide. My pen is crowned in gold. Melanin queen giving you these colorful dimensions. My words stimulate the mind, raising the vibration of people while cutting through egos. These sheets ain't always comfortable to get lost in. Just know I bring you from the darkness to the light. Not saying my way is always right, I just resonate with what sounds right to me. So if you dare to take a look inside, keep an open mind. Know there's graffiti all through these poetic streets that makes me. Each tattoo has a story entangling pieces of me. I'm not a poet, I'm poetry. I speak to you in similes. Mirror reflecting these testimonies through the reflection of your eyes. I can be blues or victories on your lines. You decide how you perceive me through your eyes. I'm complex angel. Now let me stimulate your mind. All right. Peace, love, and blessings, everyone. Welcome to Is It Too Complex for You? To Stimulate Your Mind style, where we'll be talking about attachment styles. I am a complex angel stimulating the mind one poem and one question at a time. I do have some lovely poets in the building. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We'll go with Alonetiq and then Naima.
All right. Hello, everybody. What's good? Alonetiq. I'm a poet based out of Maryland. I'm raised in North Carolina. And at this point, we kind of consider Philly the second poetry home. It's a lot of love out there. So, definitely happy to be a part of this conversation.
Absolutely. Naima?
Hi, everybody. So I'm Naima. I'm better known as the self-love poet. Philly, born and raised. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so they won't be polling today, but y'all gonna see they drop gems. So I'm really excited about this. We have been doing this since July. We've touched on attachment styles within ourselves. We've touched on attachment styles with relationships, attachment styles with our thoughts. Today, I will be discussing with these two the seasons that we're in, and the song that came about was the reasons that we're in. I was like, ooh, we're gonna talk about the seasons that we're in. So, for those who don't know, I cannot share the screen to show the picture, but I was just told by the lovely Naima, the self love poet, that I can add the caption when I post. So, I will put the picture for the ones who are listening in to follow. So, I'm just going to give just a rundown of what attachment styles are. We have secure attachment. The core traits for those are people who can regulate their emotions well. They're comfortable with independence and intimacy. Relationships, they have equal trust and they feel trusted. They have a balanced closeness with autonomy and reacts with resilience during conflict, and they seek support when needed. They're rooted in responsive and consistent caregivers. Then we have the anxious preoccupied. This person, they crave intimacy, but they fear abandonment, sensitive to rejection, and they seek reassurance constantly. In relationships, they often feel insecure or not enough. They can be clingy, jealous, and overly focused on partner's approval, and rejection are very sensitive to it. They are rooted in inconsistent, nurturing, and unavailable caregivers. Then we have the dismissive avoidant. Their core traits, they value independence and they're self sufficient, but they suppress emotions and they avoid closeness. In relationships, they tend to pull away when intimacy increases and keeps partners at a distance emotionally. They can come off as cold or unavailable. Their background is rooted in emotionally unavailable and distant caregivers. And then the last one is fearful, avoidant. They desire closeness, but they're scared of getting hurt. So they have like this chaotic push and pull with intimacy. In relationships, they send mixed signals, pursue, and then they withdraw. They react to threats, also avoids vulnerability. They struggle with trust and regulation. Their background is rooted in abusiveness, unpredictable, or neglectful caregivers. So I would definitely put that picture in the captions when I upload this. So my question for you two, I'll answer last. Where are you at mentally in this season? Whoever want to answer first.
You want to do ladies first? Or?
Sure, Naima,
I
you
knew
got the
it was
floor.
that was coming. Um, so are we picking one of the ones you just read from?
I got a follow up question, but like just in general, where are you
Oh, in
at mentally?
general,
Mhm.
mentally in this season, I would say I'm at peace.
Okay.
I'm at peace for the most part, because of course we all have our struggles and everyday traumas, I call them. But for the most part, I'm at peace because I know, like, no matter what comes, there's always number one, if it's bad, something that can be learned from it. Number two, God always got me covered. So I do find a good peace in knowing it, and I move through life, with that in mind. So yeah, my
Mhm.
mental right now is peaceful.
Love it. Okay. Alona, where are you at mentally in this season?
Um, Getting to peace. I'm 1 month removed from a very rough month.
Mm,
So getting on the other side of that and knowing it's still, I'm not gonna say I'm there, but I know I can see the there, see that peace and just making the moves and adjustments to head in that direction versus feeling so cloudy and bogged
mhm.
down that I couldn't see it.
Okay. For me, I'm kind of on the same tip as Lunatic. I'm trying to slowly get to peace. These last couple months have been very rough. When you pray to God for things, right, He will give it to you not in the way you expect. And I've asked Him, let me let go of things I'm not in control of. And oh, let's see, car problems, central air went out, breakup. I'm like, okay, all at
Right.
once.
So you hear me?
So
Okay.
yeah, just slowly trying to get to a peaceful place, like Naima said. So the follow up question now, Naima, is thinking about the answer that you said where you're at mentally. What attachment style do you think is attached to that mental piece for you?
What was the first one you read? 'Cause that was the one I resonated with the
Securely
most.
attached. Securely attached.
Yeah, I would say I'm securely attached because I definitely love quality time is my love language for sure, right? But I also like love that quality time with myself as well, right? And I do feel as though people can be trusted. And I feel like you should always give them the room to show exactly who they are. You can't control the uncontrollable, right? So I give people room to really learn who they are and see how they can play a part in my life. But yeah, I would definitely say I'm securely attached now. Previously, I was the last one.
Okay.
Um, and that was some healing that had to be done.
Mhm.
But now I can definitely say with confidence, I'm securely attached. Yeah.
Okay, I love it. Okay. Alona, what about you? When you think about where you said you're at mentally, what attachment style is coming up for you?
So attachment style, the closest is security.
Okay.
There are a lot of traits that are embodied by that. However, I am thoroughly flawed, and so as I
Mhm.
was listening to the other descriptions, the less ideal parts of me are on the dismissive side.
I
Um,
respect it.
yeah, so it's like I consider things to be they should be very simple. I don't feel like I'm asking for much. But so when it doesn't get there, one of them is be secure. Like the person I'm trying to build with, I'm doing that for a reason. And
Mhm.
so the insecurity doesn't, I don't do that well because, I'm not running around like I picked, you know what I mean? This is a choice. And I treat it like that. And so that doesn't always get seen. And I don't have the best, I don't have the 100% saint patience for something that shouldn't be, complete. Because I got enough challenges. This world is hard enough. Like, why is this should be one? But it's not that simple.
I feel that. I feel that. I know you're a Leo like me. My birthday just passed. I don't know if your birthday's coming up, but I definitely am dismissive because in this season, letting go of control, when that is a pattern that I'm used to, it's like trusting the unknown and really sitting back. I'm very anxious. No, I would say I'm fearful, avoidant, because God has asked me to do certain things that I'm kind of scared to come up against. Like, prime example, quitting a job and going full time with what I'm doing. Oh, I be practicing saying it, but it's like actually doing it. It's like, God, we ain't got to talk about it. And I know like I'm going to get that push because I just feel it every day of my job. I'm like, why am I still here? And I try to say all the things I'm grateful for, but it's still like that. This 9 to 5 job, your spirit is too big for it, right? So I'm real fearful of
Got
it, but at the same time, I'm letting God lead me. But it's scary. I don't think that I will get secure with the season until I'm on the other side. But I know God ain't gonna let me down. But it's like it's still a thing. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything that anybody wanted to piggyback on that I said or someone else said that made you think of something?
The best things in life are on the other side of fear. Just keep that in mind.
Yes. Yes. Oh yes. And I say that all the time. I say that all the time, but the human side of me
I
is
live
like,
by that.
and I see you're
It's
doing it.
okay to be scared, but do it with the fear. Do it through the
Yeah.
fear. You know, it's okay to be scared. That's normal. We're human.
Face
But
everything and
go through
rise.
it
Yeah.
because the best things in life are on the other side of fear.
Who listen? I gave myself a time limit, but I bet you it's gonna happen earlier than that. But I bet you it's gonna happen earlier than that. Okay.
Your heart gonna
Um.
tell you.
Yes, it is.
mm,
I'm like, I did
mm,
it, y'all.
mm,
Did you
mm.
want to piggyback a Alonetiq before we go to the next question?
Yeah, I think I encourage people to not confuse faith with never, yeah, no hesitation, no worry, no, it's just not staying there. That's where we win. It's like, okay, have that moment because we don't a lot. One way to not move on is to suppress.
Yes.
To keep now you're just prolonging being honest, being a human, being honest, with yourself. Like, look, man, I'm scared, but yeah, do it scared, do it anyway. Bars, you know what I'm saying? They preaching over here. I see where we're going today, and I'm like,
Yes. Okay. I'm loving it.
yeah.
Um.
And
Next
I just
question.
got a cosign. Oh my God, yes, you're talking to me. I need to find the if it's not the full time creative, but a full time like my thing, my passion, because they are. I think they're pushing me. I think I'm being pushed out. Like I think you said, they're like, yeah, no, we're going to make you uncomfortable because you're not supposed to be here. Why are you still here?
Yes, you said it, the uncomfortableness. But like Naima said, there is so much greater on the other side of fear because I know I've only known you for a short time, Alonetiq, but Naima knows I moved here from Detroit 2017. And I was in a state of really just running from myself. But at the same time, God knew what he was doing because every storm I came across in Philly is what brought me to my purpose. And it's like I jumped, I winged it. I didn't have nothing lined up. I just
So
packed up
freaking
my
proud of
stuff.
you.
Yes. So I know it's possible. And I have to think back to that. Thank you, Naeem. I have to think back to that. But that human side, but like she said, do it scared anyway. So that's another reason why I'm doing these episodes because I'm a student in this. Like I'm telling you, I'm gonna listen back to this and be like, yo, I really did it. But I know I'm going through that season because like you said, I'm feeling very uncomfortable. Um, Next question. Speaking of season, what has this season been telling you to detach from that you are attached to? That's people, patterns, thoughts, behaviors. Whoever want to go. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's how we're gonna do this, Naeem. Either you take it or you pass. We play or pass, and I'll go off of either one. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Um,
I'm passing it. You catching it?
okay, right. I got you. I got you. I got you. I would say it's yeah. There's not necessarily people to an extent, but I think the root is truly. I guess it's patterns. Yeah, I think it's like what I've worked on more recently is yeah. I'm not good with jealousy because you don't have a reason to do that. Like so, we have that conversation about it,
Hmm.
letting these people go past.
Oh yeah.
Right, right. It's been yeah, right in DC. So I guess we got the active track of all sorts. But yeah, but yes, it's yeah. If it's again, I come back to the insecure and the jealousy. Is like yeah, if we have that dialogue, that's like, look, okay, I understand that there's a concern, but we also need to factor in what it is and what you're being, what you're being, you want they want the reassurance is desired is being given, but it's not
Mm,
being believed. Well, then what are we doing? So I have to stop. Like I've identified that that's just a non-negotiable. So now I
mm,
gotta act on it, or I gotta identify it early and not waste both people's time, because it's not like this isn't one of those. Well, if you really like me, then no. It's like no. What the interest is, again, be very clear. There's nothing clear. There's nothing. I'm sorry. There's nothing unclear. There's nothing vague. Like
yeah.
I'm here. I'm with it. So if that's not being believed, then that's not a person. That's not a partner.
Mm,
So and then just yeah, and to some other extent, this job is the longest I've given one company, and it feels very unfulfilling to have been this loyal. Like I feel like their favorite dummy at this point.
mm,
So just so
man.
just again knowing like, okay, something got to change. Like there was some lessons learned. There was some things I needed to grow on. Cool, but now I'm kind of not. I'm not progressing. That's on me. So
I feel that. I feel that. Definitely. Oh, I feel that. You being used as a dummy, just on the wheel. Naima.
I'm sorry, we're going to repeat the question because I got lost in what you were
For
saying.
sure. The question is for this season, what has this season been telling you to detach from that you are attached to? That could be patterns, people, behaviors.
Um, Something that this season has been telling me to detach from behaviors. I have always been the person to break my neck to try to support everybody, right? Like I have always been that person because I know what it feels like not to have that support. And I thought me being what I didn't have would give me what I didn't have, right? But I was doing it from a good place. But at the same time, it started to become expected instead of appreciated, right?
Mm,
And the way that I learned to value myself, I know that my presence adds value to any room that I'm in. So therefore, if it's not being appreciated, why am I still breaking my neck to do things? So I
mm,
started letting go, right? Even as I'm saying it now, like I came out to support somebody, right? But here's the difference. I know that it's been multiple occasions that that person has supported me and I have not been able to return the favor. But
mm.
in this current season, I'm detaching from feeling that obligation of breaking my neck for people, especially because it's not being given in return, right?
Mm.
So now I show up when I feel like it. I show up when I know that it's going to be a good time. I'm not showing up out of obligation anymore because nobody else feels obligated. So why am I putting this imaginary pressure on myself to do and be something that I don't have to be but me? You know,
Mm.
so yeah, that's what I'm letting go of this season.
I love it. I definitely I relate to both of y'all, and especially that showing up when you want to, because in this season I am being told to like be myself unapologetically. Don't overthink anything, like just be you. Because a candle don't do nothing but light another candle. It doesn't lose anything when lighting another candle. So like even with that, show up for yourself. Like I've had to learn like reciprocation won't always look exactly how the other person does it, but if that person genuinely appreciates what you're giving, you know what I'm saying, it's like we don't got nothing to
You're
talk
gonna
about.
know. You're gonna feel it.
Yes, yes. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you're
Yes.
expecting something in return, you got to ask yourself, was you really being genuine? So I definitely appreciate that. Naima, will you be able to stay on for the full time? I know you at an open mic now. Will you be able
Yeah.
to? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What if there was a season where you had to take a long break from poetry? what attachment style do you think will come up? Like if God told you to take a break. It's the smile for me. But no, like where do y'all think y'all attachment
Because
style?
I had that season. I did have that season.
Mm,
Um, I think it was avoidant for sure at first,
mm,
right? It was definitely avoidant.
mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely, definitely. Oh shit.
yeah. But I eventually, I did. I gave in. I took a break from poetry because I didn't want to fall out of love with poetry. You
Mm,
know, poetry is what saved my life. And I don't
Mm.
ever want to forget why I started or what brought me here. So suppressing what God was telling me to do was just making my own life harder. So it's like stupid, sit down. Like it's okay. The world is not going to end. And I had
mm.
writer's block, so it's like, he was stopping it regardless. He like this, a break, taking that. But yeah,
I love that. What about you? What if God told you to take a break? What would your attachment style be?
If I had to chill from performing, I actually, as much as I love it, as much, you know what I mean, I could do that
Mm.
for the greater, because I really am for the culture. I do my thing to contribute to it, not the hey, look at me. You know what I mean? If I was supposed to not be involved at all, oh, that would be tough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go support. I can't, it's like, yeah, no, go. Like, they got it. They'll be all right. We need you to lock in here. Yeah, I guess avoiding, I ain't gonna say, well, I guess, no, dismissive is possible. I don't, I have my flaws. I don't do everything right, but it would be more avoidant than dismissal. I'd be like, are you sure? You know what I mean? Like, what about, what about
can we
this one?
talk about this? Let's negotiate. Like
You know
it
what I'm saying? Do you see the flyer?
wasn't AI or nothing.
Hey, I know. I respect both of y'all because, like Naima said, like poetry saved me. You know what I'm saying? Poetry was my best friend growing up. Growing up in a house where you only seen and not heard. Um, I know for me, I definitely would be avoidant. I would be fearful avoidant because even when I take breaks from open mics, I'm still doing stuff like with my I spotlight uh artists on Mondays and I have to do poetry on there. So if he told me to stop that, I'll be like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, maybe that's a good thing. But I definitely be looking forward to taking breaks from open mic sometimes because like when you put all your aspect into poetry and nothing else in your life is getting poured into, it could kind of be a one-sided, like, you know what? I ain't fucking with you today. I like how you said that, Naima. I take breaks so that I won't end up hating poetry. I think that's needed. That fear of missing out, it ain't no longer a thing.
It's
But yeah, if
all
I
in
had
our head.
yes, but if I had to stop, like you say, can't even go to open mics to get inspired. I'm like, okay, God, we're gonna have to go back. Like, do you see what you're telling me to miss? Yo,
Yes.
I wanted to touch on piggyback off of that since that's been mentioned twice. I guess I'll just keep it specifically, to the events, they can apply where it is. Support does not mean I physically must be and go to every single one. I want people to understand if you share the flyer and the flyer goes to three people that buy a ticket, that's
Free
it's not
support.
better than you, but it's more monetarily
Let's
right.
be
Like
honest.
yeah, right. You just did
Definitionally, it's
amazing.
better.
You did
mm,
all you did, you clicked a button, it took care of itself. Go take a nap. Like you should be proud of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Instead of I gotta get in this car, you know what I'm saying? Like do that because you really want to. Like I'm going to
That
the
part.
trip. Yeah. The trips I'm going to Philly is because I want to. I ain't nobody putting you know what I'm saying, obligation on there. So I want people to, yeah, thus it was already said, uh reciprocating support is not mirroring it.
Yep.
do exactly what you do. It's when it's do your thing genuinely.
Yes. Ooh. And ignore the entitlement because people will
Mm-hmm.
expect you. Sometimes sharing ain't enough for them. And it's like, baby, that's the you thing, not me. Um,
Hmm. So
um,
give me that code so you can see what it did. You know what I'm saying? Like give me that that
that
referral.
part. Oh, so we segue right into the segment. I said what I said. So these are picture quotes that I came up with. I'm gonna read them and just get y'all take on it. There's no right or wrong answer. I said what I said. So whatever y'all believe, we ain't judging. So the first one is the problem is big hearts get attached to broken souls and desperate need to want to fix them, just for
Mm,
this to be needed in return. Because
mm.
everyone knows remedies that takes the pain away. What is your take on that? Naima, go because you was Wait, wait, you put it
She
back on
passed.
mute, love.
I think she passed. Yeah, I think she passed. I think
Oh,
she
she
passed. But
passed. Okay,
cool.
got you.
The Charlie was
Um.
going by. Yeah.
Oh, no, you good?
Um.
Okay.
Yeah. So no. Read it one more time, please.
Sure, sure. The problem is big hearts get attached to broken souls and desperate need to want to fix them just for desire to be needed in return. Because everyone loves remedies that takes the pain away.
Hmm. So I think that boy, boy, was that me. I okay. So in my people pleasing, kept the for whole days.
Mm,
In my opinion, it was just the wanting to be loved, knowing that that feeling or what you thought was that feeling from the other person that sorry, another Charlie, that you thought that you could heal because you knew what you needed. You know, you
yes.
knew exactly what would have helped you. Right. So when you see those same things in another person, being a big hearted person, you know, you want to go and you want to fill those holes that you see in that person's heart.
Mm,
Um, Unfortunately, hurt people.
yeah.
Some hurt people try to heal people.
Mm,
Mm,
But
mm,
unfortunately, those hurt people that try to heal people always try to heal the hurt people that hurt people. And I know I
mm.
just said a whole lot and a whole lot of nothing at the same time, right? But that's pretty much it, right? So you end up the person hurting even more than what you already were, trying to heal somebody who wasn't even ready to put a band-aid on the wound, let alone heal it.
Mm. Ooh, that part. I love that. Hurt people, some hurt people will heal others, but they're trying to heal the person that is committed to hurting other people. Okay, yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Alonetiq.
I gotta follow that. That was bars.
It was gibberish.
My no, it was not. My what I'm coming to learn about myself is I don't seek projects. Like there's some people that like that's their thing. That's it's like I'm gonna feel better if I do
Mm,
that. But in the midst, I'll realize like that this is a little bit more than like your typical like there's a big void that needs to be filled by this person
yes.
and there's like this idealism with like man if they just X Y and it's like but I got to keep in mind like they didn't want to be like
Yep.
the paths that sent them there is pretty massive, right? It's not. It really isn't. Oh, just do that to And I don't want to get too far because I don't like. I don't like. So I wonder if I'm doing it. I don't like. I've described the thing. I'm venting today. Oh yeah, just yeah. If it was oh yeah, just guess what? I pretty confident I'd already just done that. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a
Yeah.
little bit more than that. So I guess to an extent that there's guilty. I'm guilty. It's like I feel like I feel like it's it's a crossing a bridge or
Mm,
going up a flight or two of stairs and it's deeper than that and and that needs to be addressed like trying to power through it anyway or is not the way to go you know
mm. And that whole like just trying to find solutions when that person probably never wanted to get there. And then like even when
Hmm.
Naima was saying about like the whole people pleasing thing, like I definitely resonate with that because I feel like big hearts know what it's like to be neglected. And when they see patterns of what they went through in somebody else, it's like, okay, I'm not going to be the one to leave this person behind. I'm going to try to help them because I know what it's like. Because big hearts are the strong that no one seems to check up on. And it's
Hmm.
like they say treat people how you want to be treated, but we always contradicted where you can't expect you from people. So it's like if I'm giving and I'm giving, because I know that was me. I lived in this role reversal growing up where I had to play the parent to my mom because there were
Hmm.
some things that she was still trying to get through. And I didn't realize I was developing putting people's needs before my own. From five
Hmm.
years old until I think like 29 when I said, okay, this something ain't right. Something got to break. But that's still 24 years that I'm unlearning. So yeah, that if I wasn't needed, I didn't know how to operate in a relationship. So I had to learn to
Mm.
give to myself. So what y'all said like really navigated, but like I heard the oh, well just stop trying to save people. If it was that easy, we wouldn't
Right.
be
Right.
here. But
Right.
yeah, so y'all both hit on the nose.
Right.
um
24 years. I want people to recognize that's a long time. Like we got to get away from. Oh, didn't wasn't that a long time ago? Weren't you a kid when that happened? Get over it. It's like yeah, that's the reason it's rooted. You're like, what are we? Are you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that helps. Like in perspective, that was 24 years and formidable years on top of that.
yes.
You know, of that being your experience, it's gonna take some time to go the other direction.
Yes, Naima, you said it before on a podcast with me in the past. Your childhood developed how you move as an adult, and we take
Mhm.
that so lightly, but it really does. Did you want to piggyback, love?
Yeah, so I think honestly it's just a matter of giving ourselves, more grace because we
Yes.
are unlearning a lot of things. And the hardest thing that you can do is work on yourself. So many
Mm,
people say, "Oh, that's just how I am," or "Oh, that's just me." But that don't have to be you if that's, harming other people or something that you don't like about yourself.
mm,
So I think in unlearning, we have to learn to give ourselves grace. Like that's a part of self-love. And I think it becomes a lot easier to not be that Captain Save a Hoe anymore when we start choosing ourselves more, right?
mm,
Like when we see ourselves as being worthy of the ones needing to be saved,
mm,
instead of trying to save everybody else. I think that's when it changed for me at least. I stopped worrying about saving other people because I realized that I was the one who needed the saving the most. And wasn't nobody coming to save me. So I had to save myself, right? So once you start pouring into you, you got more to pour into other people. But when you just constantly just giving, 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 you're
mm.
depleted. You have nothing left for yourself, let alone the people closest to you. And that's why they say the people closest to you get it the worst. It's not fair.
Yes. Yes. Oh
Not
gosh.
fair.
Okay. Next picture. Forcing comes from a place of fear.
These mosquitoes are eating me up. Sorry.
forcing comes from forcing comes from a place of fear that I no longer choose to operate in. I am complete. I'm not too much for my right tribe. What's your take on that? So that's like an affirmation I found. You got the floor, Alonetiq. She passing it to you. You on mute, love.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I definitely that is something to strive for. I think it's weird. Like I don't theoretically I don't think I force, but also again, but I also see something that hasn't worked, and here I still am. So I guess that that's not forcing. That's still not closing the door. You know what I'm saying? It's something. So it's heavy on the being right for the right tribe, for the right people, and it just that's what poetry does. And I think the poetry scene thinks I just get this everywhere. It's like no, I absolutely do not, and that's why I value this space so much. I value the people I connect with. That's genuine, So yes, you just one way of going about life is conform and people please, and then there's another side that's be yourself and find who rocks with it and be good with that.
Yeah.
Instead of not what's lacking, it's like no, what is available from this, and it's a lot really, like, and that, yeah, and that's one thing we don't want to mess up what's good for us worrying about, but why not this thing, so it's
Mm.
definitely, yeah, that definitely should not be
Listen.
forcing it. I don't think I do that,
Yeah,
but
don't force. You said you have
I
your
have my
what?
flaws. I have my flaws, basically. Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
get an 87 on the test. You know what I'm saying? Like we can still
Yes.
improve, but we doing all right. Yeah.
Yes. Naima, I'll read it again. It says, forcing comes from a place of fear that I no longer choose to operate in. I am complete. I'm not too much for my right tribe. She, that's what I was saying, love. If you want to
Okay,
listen,
so forcing comes in a yeah. So yeah, I feel like when you're forcing anything, it is coming from a place of fear, right? Because that's like you thinking that you can't do better or better is not out there for you, right? Um, I feel like when you know that you're enough, you attract what's meant for you, as
mm,
opposed to forcing what's not even supposed to be aligned with your spirit, I used to be one of those ones that held on for dear life, like, oh, if I love them a little bit harder, if I do this or do that, but I had to learn, like, none of that is going to keep you can't keep nobody that don't want to be kept. Right. So it's okay to let go because when you let go, you're making room for somebody who actually wants to be there.
yes,
So
Right.
you're more than enough with the right people. You've
yes,
always been, but you've been surrounded by the wrong people believing that you're less than who you are. So
yes,
yeah.
Right. Right.
yes.
Right. The
Um, mhm,
the the what was the specific? Oh, right. It's there's I don't know if I can find better, and I don't feel like I need to start over. We can just get there with this situation instead of like, nah, it's first. It just wasn't. It actually wasn't enough. It just felt good and seemed good. And yeah, there's a pastor that always talks about, yeah, the logical people can be dangerous. It's like, no, it all makes sense. It checks off all the boxes. Yeah, it was
yes.
never the right. It was actually never the right thing. I closed my ear and said, yeah, we're gonna make it. And it's like that's why it's been unfulfilling this whole time.
Yes. I definitely agree with y'all. I feel like when people say I love hard, I used to feel like me loving hard was because I was trying to get this person to see me. Those who celebrate me, I realize I don't have to love them hard. You get what I'm saying? Like they accept what I give. I felt like loving hard was a place from a place of see me, hear me. I need you here with me. I'm forcing you to be here, doing extra and not even realizing that you forcing something that God may be saying it's time to let go of. So that's why like I came up with the affirmation. I'm like, I like that. Like I'm not too much for my right tribe, so I don't have to overextend myself, you know what I'm saying, because they appreciate what I give naturally and genuinely. So thank y'all for that.
Yeah,
Um
I love hard. I can't just be me and all the. We've learned how to come up with some amazing phrases and amazing buzzwords to
yeah,
excuse behavior that doesn't need to be happening. Yeah, we got real good at it. So
yes.
No, okay, so can I just to add to that perspective of
Sure, sure.
loving hard, right? I feel like it depends on how you look at love.
Mhm.
mm, mhm,
Because even in me now, like in the work that I've done, and I still know it's a lot that I still have to do on myself, but I
Mhm.
still would say that I still love hard because now I have boundaries. Now I have limits where I don't just allow just any old body to have access to me. Now I'm
Mhm.
more careful, more selective about who I allow to get into those depths of me, right? But once they're there, I'm still going to love you hard. But I still have no problem with releasing if that's what it has to come to, right? I don't
Yes.
think there's no problem with loving hard. I think we just have to be more careful with who we're allowing to have access to that type of love.
Mm. I like that perspective, and I
yeah,
don't think there's anything wrong with loving her. I think for me, I'm unlearning loving hard doesn't mean performative. So I'm
Mhm.
unlearning and relearning how to love hard because I used to go out my way to try to save people. So I'm in an unlearning, relearning phase. But yes, you know what I'm saying? I'm with you on that. I gotta leave you alone because why keep holding on to something that doesn't want to be there? So yeah, I'm unlearning.
Yeah, the word,
Love that.
yeah,
I love that
and
so
I
much.
won't hold you up too much. Yeah, the word and the phrase isn't the problem. It's the definition and the application, and we know our general what that means, and that thing is so. Yes, if the community, if the society unlearned and relearned, then it really could be the good thing that
Yes.
it it would be the good thing that it could represent.
Yeah. Um, okay, I'm just gonna check in again, Naima. What time did open mic start? Because we got two more in this segment and then just five more in the last segment. How you feeling? Because if you gotta drop off, what you contributed is totally enough. I just want to make sure you're not missing. I know Mila's her open mic is tonight. What time it start? You on mute, love.
My bad, y'all. I was trying to block out the Charlie sounds. I didn't realize I ain't pressed the button again. But no, I think she's starting at 8. But I'm gonna rock out with you as long as I can.
Okay, okay, all right. So just
I
checking
wasn't
in.
sure how long this was gonna be. I thought it was like an hour, but
I mean, well, because it's three people, it can go over a little bit, but it's not gonna be
yeah.
2 hours for sure.
Okay,
Um,
okay, yeah. I'm gonna rock out as long as I can. No problem.
okay, so the next one is embrace uncertainty. Some of the most beautiful chapters in our lives won't have a title until much later. What's your take on
Mm,
that?
okay. I feel like I'm in that season right now. I
Mm,
have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, right? But I am living my best life and I'm at peace and I feel good about it, right? And before, because I used to have control over everything, this
mm,
would have freaked me out. But right now, it's just like I'm excited to see what's to come. I live day by day. I go where God wants me to go. I know I got to be at work. I know I got certain things that I have to do. But as far as like the general plan in life, like I really let God lead me. And so far, it has been absolutely amazing because I
mm.
don't think anything I can plan will be anything better than He could, give me. So I'm in a season of unknown and I am enjoying it. Like I randomly just booked a trip to Texas.
Hey.
Unknown. I'm enjoying it though. Like, I'm single. My daughter is of an age where she's not attached to me all the time anymore. Like, I'm just going with the flow and I'm enjoying it. I encourage more people in this unknown season to embrace it. Find something to do. Find something that interests you. Find you. Find other parts of you that you didn't know existed, right? But embrace and enjoy the unknown.
Yes. You want me to read it again, Alonetiq, or you heard it the first time?
No, we can build off it. I've been getting used to having a hard act to follow, so we'll we'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
Definitely, there's a lot of that I'm in right now. I identified two very specific hurdles. It's almost like if I beat those, I can't be shaken anymore. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be work. It's gonna be work, and it's gonna involve moving in the uncomfortable, living in that uncomfortable, space because that's where the growth is.
Mm,
So, I keep I do inch towards it, but I definitely not leaping in the, off the cliff, off the, off the waterfall. But I will say we are moving. We do move there,
mm,
not linearly, but more so than it was. So yeah, that's that's kind of yeah. That's what's being worked on. It sounds
mm.
amazing. Now I got to catch up to it.
uh, I'm in a season two of Trusting the Unknown. What makes it not so anxious, I think about what God has done so far. And I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I know more greatness is coming. That helps me to just be chill. So yeah. Um, this next one I
Mary,
know is
Mary, baby, Mary, Mary.
this next one I know the self-love poet is going to love. It says identity is being comfortable with who you are and not changing that to make others comfortable. What's your take on that?
Okay.
Yes.
Identity is being comfortable with. Hold on, it's taking.
Okay, that's right. I respect it. Yo, welcome to Philly where it get real busy.
Right.
Yes.
At least they complimented me as they went by. But no,
Uh,
one more time, because I want to go in. One more time.
identity is being comfortable with who you are and not changing that to make others comfortable.
Okay, so knowing who you are is not only like important, it is so crucial in life because if you don't know who you are, then you are leaving so much room for the world to dictate and determine who you are, who you're supposed to be. And
Mm,
man, is that a scary way to live, okay?
Yes.
When I did not know who I was lost. I accepted the bare minimum. I did the bare minimum. I went above and beyond for everybody but myself. I had no identity. My identity was whatever relationship I was in. If I wasn't in a relationship, then my identity was whatever friendship I was closest to. It was disgusting, right? And I'm not putting down nobody who is in that phase right now. For me personally, when I look back on that girl, I feel bad for that girl. But when
mm.
that girl looks back, he looks up to me now. I'm sure she is proud and she is happy because man, did we figure it out? Okay, your
Yes.
identity, who you are, is so important. You have to really determine and dictate that for yourself. Don't allow nobody else to do it. But that involves loving yourself enough to do that self work and find out who you are, the good, the bad, the ugly. Like you have to do that work. Dig in there. It's you. It's you. Okay, you ain't going nowhere. It's always gonna be you. So why not figure out who you are, who you're becoming, who you want to become?
Mm.
Choose it. Where you
Yes.
started does not have to be where you end up. Who your parents
And
are, what you went through, your trauma does not have to dictate who you become in the future. I am walking
Mm.
proof of that. Turn your trauma into triumph. And shit on whoever tried you. Okay, that's what I say to it.
I love it. Shit on whoever tries you. Alonetiq, what's your take on that?
yeah, it's difficult, and so for we throw self sabotage out, and as an adult it gets there, right? But we don't really, again, give us ourselves the grace to say no. The upbringing set the stone, foundation for a lot of these things that we are now responsible. It's us though, so we are responsible for for correcting that, or getting through that. But yeah, it's what I to my parents, what I appreciate about them is when I grew up, they have supported the go find yourself. Like they're,
Mm.
yes, they're part of the reason that it was conformative, and they had their reasons. Since you don't have it all figured out, do this. But
Yeah.
now you have your autonomy. Okay, and we see you have foundation. We like the direction you're going. Well, do it then. You know what I'm saying? Like we hands off until you want some help, want support, and all that. So I think that's the key. It's like, don't be, if possible, use the things coming up as guidance, not requirement. Not like if that's working still, of course go for it. But if it's not, don't do it anyway. Now that's becoming that's getting yourself into a situation, which then branches out to everybody else. But even excluding that, yeah, when that person comes and goes, when that person comes and goes, when that person comes and goes, like Naima said, it's still you. It's still
Yes.
you that gotta fix you the most.
Mm. So this was a quote that I came up with back in 2019 when I started going on my healing journey, because I was always told love yourself, but the examples around me did not portray self-love. So I'm like,
Mm,
okay, it's kind of like that. If your friend jumped off a building, would you go jump with them? I'm like, if this is self love, this ain't what I want, because I was that person that made my identity into every relationship that I saw, because it was what I seen growing up. Especially with men, that was a generational curse in my family. Men are a weakness. You know what I'm saying, for the woman in my family. So it's like when they say jump, oh, how high? But it's like I lost myself so much in those intimate relationships. So I'm like, yo, identity is me being comfortable with myself, because my relationship with self is the most permanent relationship ever. And I've even had to learn to stop letting people project their views, because, like, how people view you is how they view themselves. I used to, when people tell me, "Oh, you're verbally abusive," I would start
Deflection.
apologizing. Yeah, I would start apologizing, then I'd be like, "No, that's you." You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's a quote that I made and that I live by. Like, yo, you got to be uncomfortably you. Like, I found myself in all these layers, but chapter 36 is the year where I'm embracing everything that I've learned about me. So yeah, thank y'all for that. Um, one last segment, okay? This gonna go by real quick. It's a game. It's called Triggering Timelines. I'm gonna say a word and you tell me what attachment style for you comes up. First one, single life. Which attachment style? Secure, dismissive, fearful, or anxious? Single life.
Can you be a combination?
Yeah, sure,
Right.
sure, yeah, sure.
That's
You
what
can
it's
be a
going to be.
Because I would say I'm secure but fearful.
okay. That's some real shit.
I'm keeping it real, y'all. Like I'm secure, but I'm fearful. Like I know it when I do get into another relationship, all the work that I've done is going to create something beautiful, but I'm also scared to fall in love with another representative.
Mm,
mm, another
mm,
representative. I love that. I love
yeah.
it.
Because I ain't got
Yeah.
one. I don't even be.
Right. Yeah. The again, primary is secure. I'm trying to think. Yeah, which one to describe the most? It's like when it feels, when it feels like this one has potential, and feel
Mm,
like, I feel like I have, a decent discernment. I don't have terrible discernment, but I don't have perfect discernment, and that's proof. Like I'm living. If I don't learn the lessons, then that's actually worse than the flaw in the first place. So it's either fearful or anxious. It's not dismissive because I feel like dismissive is like, no, I gotta go find, I gotta, gotta get over by getting on, you know what I'm saying, or get over
yeah.
by getting by being, what the male version.
We get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Get over with somebody, get up on another one, and get over somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, get
Hmm.
over somebody getting behind. All right, we're doing too much. All right, we're doing too much. We're doing too much. But like,
Under,
I feel like
behind,
I was
side.
Hey yo.
Yeah, I think to me, I would say dismissive would be no, I'm going to do it anyway. So it's like either some kind of fearful from the standpoint of, well, what if it never comes around, or anxious like, nah, but I feel like it can't. One whichever way, it's there is a component of that to me for sure.
Ooh. For me, I would say I'm secure with that love, the love that I want coming in, because it's came in with friendships. But I'm also anxious and kind of fearful. Is it? I don't want it to be another project because I didn't fell in love with some projects and I don't need no more of them lessons. And this last relationship that I was in showed that I've done the work. You know what I'm saying? Because that person wasn't ready to grow. But at the same time, my discernment ain't always perfect. So that next one we don't know. So that's where I'm at with it. Next one, community. Where's your attachment style with that one? When you think about leaning on community, or do you just lean on yourself to get shit done? It's
That part.
that part.
I lean on myself.
So you dismiss it
I
with community?
so I know this is something that I still need to work out with my therapist because one of my trauma responses is hyper independency. You
Mm,
know, I don't give people room to disappoint me because I'm gonna do it myself. And my
Right.
mom always told me you want something done the right way, do it yourself. So yeah, that'd be that.
Yeah. Uh, I think the way I build my community is one of my strongest.
mm,
Is one of my strongest. So I would just like straight up secure. Um, it's to the point. I don't know if this is good or bad, but like you know, there are some unfortunate, some unfortunate parts to our community, like specifically poetry community. And
yeah,
some people, like, yeah, they run from that. They're like, yep, see, and now y'all won't see me for 4 months. I knew it. Remember, I knew this is why. You know what I mean? And that
yeah,
works. I understand it. Me, I'm stat. You remember that it was maybe 20 years ago when Chris Brown was doing his concert, and he was like, "Oh, them niggas is shooting, or them
mm,
niggas is fighting," and then somebody started shooting, and his people was like, "Hey, we need you to get down. Like this is real. It's not no." Like I'm in the mix. I'm like, oh, this is what and I'm not necessarily in the mix, but I'm not running from that because I'm like that doesn't have to affect me. Matter of fact, it doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? So we're
Hmm.
gonna keep it pushing. But like I also some of my friends is like, nah, this is tiring, and I get that. That's not wrong. Like mine is right and that's wrong, but I know what's working for me, and yeah, like building on purpose the people and eventually finding, okay, this person isn't actually right for it, but we keep it moving and get back to, the ones that work.
I respect that. For me, community, I am secure when people volunteer, but I'm dismissive with asking. Like I will still like if I had a roommate, like if I moved someone in, I would still try to find a way to pay the bills by myself just in case they can't come through. It's that fear of letting people fail me. So I feel you on that, Naima. Yes, but if
Yeah,
people like, oh, you need
But we
help
gonna
with
work on it. We gonna work on it.
absolutely, yeah. If they ask, do I need help? Absolutely. I'm glad you asked, but I'm still trying to fix my lips to ask because
uh,
I was always lectured for asking for help. Next one, new beginnings. What attachment style are you at when it comes to new beginnings?
Oh, I'm secure. I enjoy new beginnings. Just
Mm,
like that's why I don't mind endings because I feel like it's just making room for something new to come along. So
you
I
just
feel like
spoke
I'm
to
very
me.
secure with that.
You just spoke to
yeah.
me. Thank you. Mm, same.
I'd say, yeah, I'd lead with secure, but there's anxious to it. So like it's one of those I'm good till I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I got these two kryptonites or whatever that I'm like, those ones, oh yeah, I'm not that nigga there. We're not there. We're not there. But
I
like a
love
lot
your
of like
transparency.
Yes.
listen, we I'm in a space like right now. It's let's see that. So this whole he knows everything and got it all figured out, and he no,
Mm,
it's recorded.
yes.
That's what that is. No, he had you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, so like not to keep putting the Superman analogy, but yeah, Superman bleeds. Like I'm actually a whole person the entire time. I'm not. I'm actually not. I was a flawed human being the entire time. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, it's there's a lot of things that have been worked on, that have been the journey, that have been they were new beginnings, and you
Mm,
look from the other side like, oh, I'm still here. Even the parts that didn't go well, I'm still here. You know what I mean? And I do appreciate. I'm very appreciative to have the breath to still be able to do something about the thing, even when it didn't go wrong. So that's kind of I'm able to look there, but like, yeah, no, it's I'm not. Let's do it every single time. Again, that one I'm passing with a 78. You know what I'm saying? We still
I love
still
the
do
grades that you gave.
I know he got a good report card so far though.
it. Hey,
Listen,
C's get
yo,
degrees. You know what I'm talking about?
new beginnings for me. I'm anxious because it's like I don't mess up the ending. I don't try to like, nope, come back here. I'm not ready to let go. I've grown from that, but I'm still anxious with battling why it had to end, and I feel like you can't question God's protection. So I'm still anxious with that. I'm
Woo!
working on it. I'm working on it because it's God's protection, right? So I
Can't
question.
question God's protection. Yes.
Yes. Um, this next one, we only got two more. So this right here is going towards poetry. What's your attachment style when it comes to having to say trigger warning or dropping disclaimers before you do your poem?
Dismiss it.
Right.
I don't do that shit.
Yo, keep on the same way, but a lot of things.
I yeah,
I don't do it. I
I
know I
hate
should.
Mm,
I know I should. I know I should take into account of other people's feelings, but I don't never think about that when I'm on the stage. Like,
mm,
and I don't know if I'm like purposely being dismissive of it or subconsciously being dismissive, but I'm dismissive as hell because I don't never do it.
right,
mm,
right. I don't. Yeah, and I really only can think of one that I probably should. So I think that's the other thing. I don't think I write like I think I write the I gotta think about that. You a little bit too loud. That kind of that funny stuff. That's like, but I don't think I write the trauma.
yeah,
Again, except I know there's one that but it's like yeah. So that's part of why I don't That's part of why I don't do it. I respect it, but I don't. Yeah, I don't feel compelled.
Mm.
Um, I think people need to, if you're gonna do that, I think it's go the whole way and say, what is this trigger? Not just be careful about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the thing that might come up, and then then let that person. But if it's just I'm saying trigger warning, I think that's just it means well, but I think that's kicking off anxiety because they don't know. Like, oh, now that it's heightened, what do I need to be worried about? You know.
Mm. I'm
That trigger
dismissive.
warning just triggered me.
I'm dismissive with trigger warnings and dropping disclaimers because I feel like I shouldn't. It's not my responsibility to explain my art. And I know that sounds selfish as hell,
No,
but I
it
feel
don't.
like when you come to an open mic, you should know that you're gonna hear some vulnerable shit, right? And once I start doing the poem, if you know where it's going, let me just get up. Like I'm dismissive too. Maybe I should do
Right.
better.
I think
Oh,
the grace I'll give is everybody that's at an open mic isn't a vet. So like, yeah, my fellow poets, and I know you've been here for 3 years, like them types. Yeah, we need, but like, we don't want this to be the very first time somebody came and it's like, hey, let's. Here's the thing, you know what I mean? That's unfortunate, but yeah, it's unfortunate. The best thing in general, the best thing you can do is your best. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? It's not like ain't nobody out here flawless, but it's like there's a difference between, I just fell short versus I don't care at all. And even I don't even want to say I don't even want to describe it. Dismissive doesn't mean we don't care at all. It's just
Yeah.
that's not a perspective. That's like because now we're tiptoeing. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? When you overdo it, now you're not being authentic anymore. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely a interesting, a layered subject.
You listen, everything that he just said, it's not that we don't care. It's just, hey, listen. Last one, I'm gonna let Naima do it so that way she can go people's thoughts. I know she gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. People's thoughts. Where's your attachment style with it? No, because like Naima, like she's unapologetically her. But yeah, where's your thought? People's
I
thoughts. Where's your thought?
care.
You care?
I care, but I don't care.
Right.
That's what
Like
I
if
mean.
I'm being honest, I care, but I do not care.
Mm,
Like I care if it's something that I can control,
yeah.
right? But if it's something I can't control, I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like if I said something that might have hurt your feelings, like oh, oh.
Not the all.
But but
Yo.
like am I going to like lose sleep at night behind it?
Right.
No. No.
Right.
Mm,
I'm sorry. No. Like I don't care. I don't care. I care enough to not care.
Mm,
mm.
mm,
Whew. I
mm,
respect. I
That's
love the
it.
realness. Seriously.
mm, Right.
We are artists. Like we are speaking our truth. Like,
Right.
and it's too many people that are trying to be so nice. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being real, instead of being honest. Like that's why I tell people I'm kind. I'm not nice. You're gonna get
Right.
all the Naima. I don't care about your opinions or how you feel because I'm being who I am. God
Mm.
made me this way. Take it up with him. I bet you won't. Like,
Thinking of him.
Uh,
Oh,
Be
what
okay.
was he?
Yeah, they need to be okay with like, okay, maybe I need to shift my, instead of trying to change Naima, maybe I need to change, maybe I need to change my own accent. But that's FOMO. It's like I don't want to do that,
mhm,
but you know what I mean? Why can't I just have my way with everything? It's like, all right, well,
Mm,
keep saying how that doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I definitely mirror it. It's like I'll say I'm secure as far as like have your opinion. You know what I
mm,
mean? Like I'm not a suppress somebody else from feeling how they feel. I encourage that. I embody it and I encourage that.
mm,
But
mhm.
dismissive of and now I must do it because you said it.
mm.
Absolutely not. Absolutely, absolutely not. You're making me bring the asshole out. I didn't want to do it, but you don't know how to stop.
You begged for it.
So
Yes, you
only way
post
you hear me,
here.
and I hate that because now I'm like, well, why? What am I? Why is that one not working? I do need to work on
It could
that.
have
Like,
been love and
why
light.
we have to go there? I
It could have been love and light, but now we're here. Uh oh.
right.
That part. I'm the
And
same
also,
way.
and also, and we about to go right back to love and light. It just might not be you, but I'm about to give that to everybody else. I'm back smiling, back trying to share, back
That part. That
Yes.
part.
I'm
for that.
not a perfect person. I know, like, I've learned to embrace myself. I still sometimes play people's thoughts in my head, if I could be honest, that I
Mm,
fell out with, and I'm trying to get rid of that. Like Tasha, don't even think, like, why we thinking about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an overthinker, but I cannot apologize for being me. What you
right.
see is what you get, and I tell people, listen, if you got that angry side of me, you can't be mad that you poked a bear, because it
Mm,
takes a lot for me to get mad. So once you get me there, here we are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not because I don't like to go there. So if I have to, you poke the bear, and then listen, we ain't gonna play victim now because we're here. But I'm gonna cuss you out, and I'm gonna go give love and light. You know what I'm saying, to the next person that appreciates it. So I feel like it's all a reaction. You know, people love to poke the bear to get making you the villain for their own satisfaction, but then want to play victim when you give them a piece of them.
You know
So
the crazy part is I don't even get to the point of cursing nobody out no more. I don't do that. Like I will kindly walk away and leave you standing
mhm.
there looking stupid. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm good for it. Okay. And they thinking in their head like, what she about to do? What's gonna happen? Nothing at all. You just
Mhm.
completely dismissed yourself from my life. Is what happened.
right,
That's
Yeah.
all.
right. And you
I'm
don't
gonna
get
I'm gonna give a
rewarded.
quick example. I'm gonna give a quick example of what I mean. I was doing Uber one time, and me and the lady was in the back seat of my car, and she was talking to me like I was the help. She was Mexican, I'm black, and I'm like, ma'am, I don't even feel comfortable. I don't even feel comfortable taking you no more.
Thank you
She
for
didn't want to get
letting me
out the
record.
car. I
Yeah, but I
repeated
was.
myself
I know.
12
I
times,
saw you.
please
I
get
was
out my
trying not to
car,
interrupt. I
and I
got you.
ended up just snapping because she refused to get out my car. So that's why I had to cuss her out. It was one of them moments. That's all.
Right.
So pretty
I
much.
get that again.
Yeah, I mean that's your
Why
car.
didn't you hear?
Yeah. So I thank y'all
Crazy.
so much for coming on. Please plug yourself real quick. I will definitely tag your IG in the captions. Let everybody know where they could find you. And thank y'all so much.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, thank y'all so much for having. Well, you so much for having me. This was dope. I really enjoy stuff like this. So, like, put me in whenever, every
Okay.
time. But no.
Cool, cool.
Like I said, my name is Naima. I'm better known as a self-love poet. You can follow me the letter N like Nancy, V like Victor, underscore love, underscore all. Or you can follow my open mic page. I host open mic every last Sunday of the month. This month is August 23rd. That's LS, the letter L, the letter S, underscore open mic. Y'all, I'm alive. In real life, I am exactly who I am on this camera in front of anybody, anywhere. I'm me. And what you're going to get is a whole lot of personality with a whole lot of love, okay? That's
Yes.
pretty much it.
Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
sure. So, oh, yeah, I definitely have been, blessed with feature and spotlight season. I only have one coming up. We're not announcing it yet.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but the thing that I definitely want to plug is that I will be starting hosting an open mic in Baltimore County, so the northern parts of Maryland. This is going to be a first Fridays event, and we're
Okay.
starting Labor Day weekend, which is, it's an interesting debut, but we go get it done. So I'm really excited. Like I feel like the backing, the support, the person that reached out to want to set this up, I feel confident in it. I know I have, people are excited. They're ready to see that. Like I've done it before, but on smaller scale. This is the one
Mhm.
that feels like it feels like a third time's a charm thing. Like it feels like, okay, I've learned some of my lessons. Now I'm giving, this is okay. Go, go learn, go build, go make it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm up for that challenge. I'm
Yes,
up.
most definitely. I'm gonna have to make it out there. Naima, I'm gonna text you and ask you what the price is so I can cash app you soon. Cause I definitely want to make it this month since I ain't got shit to do. Y'all can catch me. I'm gonna be on IG spotlighting people. I'm gonna be in your DMs, Lunatic. I need you as a spotlight next year. Naima already got you. I'm gonna continue to do these podcast episodes. I'm gonna take a break in January and then we'll be back in July with triggers. That's probably gonna be the next season. Attachment styles. Thank y'all so much. I am coming up with the open mic, but it'll be next year. I'll talk about that more, but is it too complex for you as playing into all of that? So I thank y'all for being a part of this.
Girl, you
And
know I love you. I done got bit literally 10 times. I kid you not.
I
In
love it.
one
That's why
leg.
I was saying, girl, if you gotta go, just say it. But thank you so
No,
much
I'm
for coming.
moving in my word first, right? I said I was gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
I
And we're both
appreciate.
finna go to open mics too. That's what's funny. Yeah.
Yes.